On today's episode of the Real Recovery Podcast, episode number 124, we're live at True Colors with the Glam Lot PDX, Becca, Bex, and Carrington. Their mission: spread recovery through the art of drag and raise money for charity. Wait until you hear about Becca's first performance and the reveal she forgot about. This is episode 124, and it starts right now.
Hello, and welcome to the Real Recovery Podcast. I'm Julie, your co-host. On this journey of healing and transformation, together with my co-host Peter, we dive into the heart of recovery, sharing stories that resonate with courage and inspiration.
That's right, Julie. Each episode is a new chapter in this vast narrative of recovery, and we're honored to bring them to you. But keep in mind, the perspectives you'll hear are for informational purposes only and may not reflect the views of the podcast or our partners.
Indeed, while these conversations can be a powerful part of your recovery toolkit, they are not substitute for professional medical advice. We encourage you to seek guidance from your healthcare provider for any treatment-related decisions.
And if you're facing an immediate crisis, or if you just need to talk to someone who understands, don't hesitate to call the Recovery Crisis Line at 503-223-8569. That number is also on our website. Help is available 24/7.
Now let's begin our episode
Of recovery, real recovery.
Hi, this is Julie,
This is Peter.
and we're here with the Glam Lot tonight on the Real Recovery Podcast.
Yes.
We're at True Colors again.
I love it.
Excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, you excited too?
Yes.
I have on my Pride shirt and my True Colors sweatshirt. I feel like I'm really rocking it tonight.
Representing.
I always do.
It's
Right.
Thank you. Every time Amanda has, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 True Colors. I got some gear.
You got the merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, I try to get the merch.
Gotta have the recovery merch.
Yeah.
That's what I wear. It's my trademark. Cool shoes and recovery wear.
It's funny because since I went through the cancer last year and I lost a lot of weight, I had, I don't know, like a foot in my closet of just shirts.
Yeah.
Guess who got them all? Because they're too big for me now.
So I was a 3X and I'm a 2X, so I got all Peter's clothes. And I was so excited because basically I got everything in duplicate. And yeah, it worked out well for me.
That's cool. T-shirts are better
Now I
when
got to
they've
wait
been
for the
worn
next
before.
set of events so I can scout around and get the right size again and
There we
build
go.
up my wardrobe.
I think the next shirt you'll get is maybe the 5K or Oregon Recovers, the recovery walk. Bo just needs to pick good colors. One year he picked tan.
I love Izzy's green that GTD has now, and I have that in the hoodie. I love that color. It's my color. It's not like the green that's in the walls here in this.
It is a good color. I have that one
Green's
too.
always
Yeah,
good.
that's not my green, luckily.
It's not your green.
This is my green.
That's your green.
I don't know. You kind of got the shorts that match the paint. I'm just
Evergreen.
There
Or
you go.
I don't know what it's
Pine green, forest green. yeah.
Forest. There we go.
Do you want to each introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
Kelly green?
Oh, Kelly green.
I don't know.
There's a green called hooker green.
It's that one. Whatever that is, it's that one.
I really don't know hooker green. I'm just being honest.
It has nothing to do really with hookers. It has to do with, I think, golf and something
Oh,
English.
way less fun.
Yeah, but
Money green.
Money green.
Yeah, much
Yeah,
green.
there you go.
Anyway, I'm excited to hear what the Glam Lot's all about. I'm gonna act like I don't know, so I'll be like my listeners. I don't know what that is. I want to hear about it. So I'm excited you guys are all here. This is awesome.
Yeah, we're really
Yeah.
excited to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we've been trying to do about one round table a month. The last one we did was here. We had people from different establishments and actually straight people, gay people. It was a really good mixture. And we were trying to let people know who's listening that there's a place for you. No
Right.
matter who you are, whether it's 4D, Quest, True Colors, right? Alano Club. We just wanted, if you don't fit in here, go to a different one. It's like a meeting. Not every meeting is for everyone.
No, our meeting, Kings and Queens here at True Colors, we get different people, like a mix of people.
Same.
every
Lunch
time.
bunch.
Yeah. And it's funny to see the straight guys come.
Yes.
I love that.
I'm like,
I do too.
You're welcome here. You're fine.
Yeah.
And they just feel more comfortable. And especially straight women.
It's a special meeting. Our
Yeah.
meeting is a special.
Especially straight women because they don't get hit on.
So that's the whole reason I stayed at Lunch Bunch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm coming out of prison for owning an escort service, and none of them wanted to sleep with me. And I felt,
Same.
not at first, but it took me a minute to trust anyone. But
Yeah.
they were the easiest people to trust and build my foundation around.
Yeah.
Before we get too deep, let's introduce so people can put a name with the voice. And
And
one
we'll have
voice
pictures.
you might recognize if you listen to all our shows is Becca.
Becca, hi.
Nice. Welcome back.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks
Happy
for
to be back.
being
That's
back
awesome.
again.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
I'm excited.
We're here to talk about fun and recovery.
Ooh.
And
Yes.
I've known Carrington for a long time,
Yeah, it's been a few.
since meetings were in the basement.
Yeah,
Ew.
at Sunny's. Yeah.
So
Yeah. That was an interesting time, but yeah.
I hated that basement, just so you know.
Did
Walking
you?
down that ramp in the dark to open
Yeah.
the building, creepy, like dead bodies. Like, I'm just saying, it was creepy.
Yeah,
What
it
it's like
was
to walk into
interesting.
Night Owls too.
Yeah,
In the
Alana.
basement of a church at 11 p.m. And it's actually in a kindergarten room, which is just really odd if anybody's been to Night Owls and knows what it's about, but makes it
been.
ironic.
And you are, just before we get too
Yes,
deep.
my name's Bex. My pronouns are they, them. I have 6 months sobriety next week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks. I'm excited to be here. I've been a part of the Glam Lot for a month. but
But you've
love
already made a
that.
splash.
yeah, I've been splashing and hopefully not crashing.
there you
But
go.
just having a good time. I really
That's what it's all
found a really
about.
good sober family really quickly. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very thankful.
That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Community saves lives. Even I'm taking a harm reduction class right now, and I'm just learning so much about how little we do, really, truly. And honestly, it all comes down to education and community. And like True Colors is really great for that. Being a drag queen is great for that. Teach other people about who we are, what we do, why we do it, and why you should too, probably.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I told you, that's the atmosphere I grew up in at 19.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was a little high at the time.
Just a little bit.
Just a little
Just a
bit.
tad.
I'm Carrington, and she, her. I don't know what to say now. I'm on the spot. But no,
With the most flawless hair collection.
Yeah.
with
Flawless
the
hair
most
collection.
flawless.
You came up with
Human.
the
Who
idea
are
for
you
the
wearing
Glam Lot.
today?
Oh, who am I wearing?
Yeah.
I'm wearing Lala in Palm Springs. No, this one's actually the apricot one. Lala apricot Swiss lace by Chelsea Smith Crown.
It's pretty.
Love it.
It's like
Yeah.
peachy.
It's peachy.
Pretty.
It's more.
Where'd
like
they get the
natural.
name Lala? Is that from the girl who's in what's her,
I don't know where the name came from.
the Valley? Lala. She
I don't
has
know.
that hair.
Okay. I like it. These are my favorite, but yeah. Yeah, so Becca and I actually co-founded the Glam Lots and our meetings here, Kings and Queens, which is on Wednesdays at 7 and Fridays at 5:30. Great meetings, great queer meetings. And yeah,
I've chaired that meeting. I love
Yes.
that meeting.
Yeah.
that's right. You were here recently. Okay.
Not recently.
Not recently. It was like
Recently?
Maybe a year and a
Oh,
half.
years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in my
When you
time.
ask, I try to come.
Oh, you
I
know
wasn't
what?
working then.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a little
I
better.
mistook you for
Colette,
Oh, Colette's
which is crazy because she might have brown hair and brown skin. I might have blonde hair. and
I
But
was
your
just
guys'
here.
message is very powerful. That's
Colette
why
is
I'm
on our
like,
board of
oh
directors.
gosh, I can't even remember yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. But fun and recovery is something that is essential.
Yes.
I've talked about this in meetings, like having hobbies, having interests, because we can sit there and we can learn all we want about recovery and staying sober and how drugs and alcohol are bad. But if you don't have fun in your life, you don't have interests, you don't have hobbies, what's the point?
Our good friend Barry, who's passed now,
Yes, so
says
sad.
you have to make your sober life as attractive as you did when you were using so that you're attracted to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, when I was first getting sober, I got sober on December 15th, 2019. At that point, I didn't have anything. I had lost everything. And so I was like trying to discover who I was. And I started hanging out at Lunch Bunch Extended Family with the older crowd, the people that had years and years of sobriety, and like Julie. And I quickly
That was the
learned,
same for me. I know I have a lot of sobriety now, but when I came there, it was the same.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is some of those people are still around, and they
Yes.
were old when I got there.
Wow.
Like Scott C.,
Oh my gosh. And you know what?
51 years sober.
Yeah, that's insane. And I really made friends with Al H.
Our mutual friend.
And he loved gardening. Loves gardening. And so I started getting into it. He bought me a houseplant. And it exploded into this hobby of mine.
That's
But
so cool.
not only
I'm
that,
right there with you with the plants.
yeah,
Me too. I'm a big gardener.
really.
Yep.
I just love houseplants.
Peter's actually a big gardener. And I'll tell
Outdoor
you,
and indoor.
Al's in assisted living now, right? And I harassed him. I was like, that other lady's patio is a little bit better than yours. She's got hanging
so mean.
plants.
Yeah, that
No.
would ruin
The
me.
next week, he had 2 pieces of the stained glass moved from his yard, right? It's on his patio. He has furniture. Then he has all these plants. And I was like, I can tell your patio from the parking lot now. It's by far the best one. And the lady don't have nothing on him now. Yeah.
So funny.
Amazing.
But yeah, he and I hung out all the time. And
He loves you.
yeah, I love him very much. I need to go visit him. But yeah, so I took an interest in that and just hanging out with all the other people. Then we started going to, someone created Friends in the Park. I think it was Roger and Izzy.
It was Izzy.
Izzy, yeah. And I started going to that and met more people and met a very good dear friend of mine. And we would just get together and hang out at first. And then we turned it into bingo. And I was like, you know what? At that point, this was right in the pandemic too. So we couldn't
It
really
was one
do
of the only
anything.
places you could meet and
Yeah.
be outside.
Right.
It was Izzy who took me there first.
Nice.
Yeah, and it showed me this. I think it was in 2020, summer of 2020 or 21. I can't remember
I
exactly.
think 2020.
But it showed me that we can have fun in recovery. That it wasn't just about going to meetings and sitting there or reading literature and things like that. We can actually have fun with each other and not use or drink.
And I think
I know. That's
Yes.
where I was.
I
It's
think
like,
there was so much isolation during that time.
Yes.
That meeting in the park was everything.
Yeah.
That was the whole reason it started. And I think you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it was still when we were in masks at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was.
Now it's bingo in the park, potluck, bring a newcomer. It
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
its own Facebook page, everything. Yeah. It's grown.
That's amazing. And actually, that's how I met Becca through Lunch Bunch also.
Yep.
And that was cool. And we were just talking and texting a lot. And she wanted to come over and learn how to do drag.
Yeah, we were sort of simultaneously into makeup at the same time.
Yes.
And that's what got me into drag was during the pandemic because I was watching all these YouTube creators and I started following these drag queens and I was like, these bitches are so funny. And I
They
got
are.
so obsessed with, and I was never a person that even really watched Drag Race. I got into watching drag just through individual drag people having their content on YouTube. And then I started watching the tutorials and then we started doing makeup and yeah. So I think
it
it's
was
so
so fun.
easy to be When we start to get sober, at least this is how it was for me, I was so uptight. It's really hard to get past that initial feeling just kind of uptight and trapped inside ourselves. And then when we start to connect with others, and I talk about this all the time, is I came into recovery once and I ended up going back out because I couldn't find my people. And I would hang out with normies. I hung out with normies, and then it was like I kept my recovery kind of compartmentalized. And I say this all the time. I go out in the real world and I don't recognize myself. I need to be in AA and with my community because that's who I see. Or that's where I see myself. So getting to have that connection, I think, with other addicts and alcoholics, that's what starts the spark of getting to the place where you can relax enough to have fun.
I have a question about that. I know for me, and I'm curious to know for you, being in the professional world, I didn't mix the two for the longest. It took 25 years.
You mean your anonymity? You wouldn't?
I didn't want, so at Sprint, I did. I was like, I'm going to get my sponsor. I'm taking him to a meeting on Fridays. But still not everywhere. And then my job before now, I was super uncomfortable being in recovery.
Yeah.
And I was super uncomfortable. Just everything was uncomfortable. I just had to be professional and
Well, it was almost, for me, it was like I was ashamed in a way.
Right.
And I siloed everything. I had my normie silo and my AA silo. Everything was siloed. And it wasn't until I broke all those down and just said, this is who I am. And I'm going to be proud of who I am. It's part of me. It is me. And then slowly AA just became ingrained in, it was just my life. There was no differentiation.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Like all of my friends are in recovery.
Me too.
Not yet. But I'm new.
You do. You're so plugged in though, and you're doing all the things. You're of service, and you're enthusiastic, and I think you have a natural, outgoing personality just naturally.
Yeah.
So like, I'm super grateful that we, because Octavia was going to be here, and then that fell through. So it's cool having somebody that has a fresh newcomer perspective on having fun.
love that.
Because you might still be in that phase of trying to figure out.
I came into recovery already not having a job, and I left veterinary medicine, which just literally destroyed my life. Probably the reason I drank a lot. But I was just so desperate to not be in that anymore. I just ran my life to the ground and then came here the day I got sober and haven't left really at all. And not only that, but I'm taking that harm reduction class because I'm going to get my CADC. I am like fully integrating my entire life into recovery. And one day I want to be like working with an AIDS foundation, or back in San Francisco working with people who live in the Tenderloin or in the Castro or wherever. But it took me a while to tell my really close friends, because my friends, as much as I love them, most of them are alcoholics, as most of our friends are before recovery. But and it wasn't even really that I was embarrassed. I just never felt like it was the right time. And I didn't know really when that time was or what that meant, but I just had to tell people all at once. And nobody really cared.
Either way, like good or bad.
Yeah. They were like, okay, I had some people completely fall off the face of the earth. So that was loud in its own way.
Yeah.
But everyone was just like, cool, good for you.
Yeah.
Great. And I'm like, okay, because I'm over here cheering and screaming, and everybody, like my partner and the people that I know in AA, are the most excited about it for me, because they get to see who I am in these scenarios. And all of those other people only got to see me when I was drunk. And it's just really interesting. I'm still in that weird limbo of...
It's 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I was still peeing in a cup, and I was scared shitless at 6 months. And I didn't come in as much as I'm outgoing in the fellowship now. I wasn't at first. My daughter was young. I went to a meeting and then to work. It was her school meeting and work. And I would tell you that getting involved was the best thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky to have an incredible partner who's not an alcoholic, which is helpful. But
Really, actually.
I am doing this for me in the long run. But when it's small things that are really hard to get over, I'm doing it for them. It's really easy to be like, that's my biggest fan. I need to do it for them. And then I immediately feel better. And it's actually for me. But
That's good that you
I
have
can't
that
do anything
support.
for me. So I have to convince myself it's for somebody else.
You know what? If it works.
If it works,
If it
yeah.
works,
Right.
exactly.
Well, Peter and Justin. Justin is a saint and super normal.
Yeah, he's
Is
a
there
normie.
such a thing as super
He made
normal?
it through some really dark times with me, and
Wow.
without him, I don't know where I'd be today. But so having a partner that's supportive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. And even before all of this all these life changing things with them, I was having conversations that I was never able to have with partners before because I was terrified.
Yeah.
As a lot of people are, I'm also dual diagnosed. So a lot of people who drink because they don't want to listen to their brain anymore. And
Yeah.
that was definitely me. I knew I had the problems and I knew how to get rid of them.
Right.
And even in that, drinking my life away, my partner was never not there for me. They were always there for me.
That's awesome.
Like,
What's her
and
name?
MB.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to MB.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, my love. They are the
Very
pink to my
sweet.
green,
Very
the Wanda
sweet.
to my Cosmo.
I love
the
that.
whatever pink and green analogy you want to make. That's us.
We had a gentleman on the show, I don't know, 4 weeks ago, Aaron Burrell. And I don't know his wife, but she's everything. It takes a really good partner. If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have appealed his case. He wouldn't be free.
Wow.
And she's stuck by him. But I do think having somebody on your side is really good. I was really young and I didn't have that. Yeah, no. I haven't hung out with anybody since I've been in sobriety and recovery from my past. Sometimes you have to change everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to change is everything.
The only
Yeah.
thing. It's the only thing you got
That's
to
the
change.
thing.
And it's not easy.
Yeah.
And it
That's
can,
it.
at
Single
first,
thing.
it can be a little lonely.
It
Yeah.
can
Absolutely.
be, especially when you feel a little bit abandoned by people in your
Yes.
life. Even though it was probably us who pushed them away, but because that happened to me, especially in the worst times before I got sober, that last year really, I managed to push everyone away, even my mom. And I think that was the last straw for me. When my mom wouldn't help me, she's like, "You're gonna have to figure this out on your own."
My mom said the same thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
She said, "You got
I was like,
yourself into this mess. You can get yourself out." She wouldn't even go to court. I went to court every appearance by myself.
yeah.
So
That
no,
was-
I think we do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So in a way, it cleared the way for new friends
Yeah.
in recovery.
New good
Nice.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Yes.
easy to meet people at bars drunk and one-off conversations. You're like, we're going to be best friends forever. And then you never see them again. When I got sober, I went through my Instagram and the amount of people I unfollowed because it was just like, oh yeah, I met them at this bar in 2019 or whatever. And we said we were going to hang out and then I never saw them again. Hundreds of people just gone.
Right.
And why did I even keep them? It's been years. Why was I even keeping them around until 2026? When I got sober.
Don't laugh,
They're
but
not
when
even
I
in the
got
same
sober, there
state.
wasn't cell phones. I'm just saying.
I love that.
I had
There
a
wasn't Instagram.
There wasn't
Yeah.
Facebook. I had a pager.
Yeah.
A 1-800 pager
I
from
love
my
that.
Honestly,
That's so
easier.
gangster.
That
Like,
reminds me of high school.
everybody knows my business because I grew up in the internet.
Right.
I was
It's
born
all documented.
and then 9/11 and then the internet. And I
Wow.
was just in that little slot of people who got the early internet but didn't really know how to use it. And then by the time internet got smart, we had to learn how to use it. And it was like, I'm
Peter and I
actually going to do
still don't know
exactly
how
what
to
I've
use
been doing.
Instagram.
I
just wanna
sometimes
say.
feel real old with this new stuff that's coming out, but and it's because everybody knows my business, and step one's pretty damn easy for me because I've known I was an alcoholic. I would talk about being an alcoholic, actively drinking at the bar, joking about the fact that I'm an alcoholic, and maybe I'll get some help someday, but that sounds boring.
Step one was the easiest for me as well.
Yeah, I have lots of work to do around it, but like
When your life's unmanageable.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they say it's the only step that you can do perfectly, right? I've heard that.
I agree.
Oh.
I agree. I work on 6, and I don't call it my defects. I fucking hate that word.
yeah,
Yeah, it's your
My opportunities.
Yeah,
There we go.
That's my
better.
professional version.
Yeah.
Your opportunities.
Stuff to work on because I don't know that it'll ever be perfect, but I always got stuff to work on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
6 and 7, I think, are the 6 and 7 for me at least were the most important steps. Like, how do I better myself? How
They
do
are
I
for
become
me
a better
still.
person? Because, yeah, I know I'm an alcoholic. Now, what am I going to do about myself?
And I think I read Drop the Rock like every fucking 6 months because I need it.
Yeah.
But I think there's things that you don't notice that are opportunities. I thought being really independent was a good thing, and it's actually a form of arrogance that I didn't know I had. I thought I was just
Oh, I understand that.
yeah, and that I think goes along with other disorders. You said abandonment or detachment. I don't consider it arrogance. I consider it survival.
Yeah.
Raping.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Defense mechanisms. That's what all of this is. In my healing journey of my brain and realizing that if I'm able to tell my brain that whatever it's reacting to or whatever's happening in it is just a defense mechanism, I'm able to be like, okay, do I need one of those right now or no? Because if I do, let's whip it out. But if I don't, I should probably reassess what the heck is going on in my head. And sometimes it's really hard to avoid that because you can come to conclusions about things very quickly and then react to them.
Sure.
But yeah, just using it as defense rather than just your go-to. It's hard. It's hard.
Rumination is big for me.
Yes. My
Even
God.
though I'm better at it in the last 4 years. But I used to think
Spiraling.
No, I used to think it was one of my strong suits, right? That I would analyze everything from every angle. In running a company, it came in handy. The numbers don't work this way. It's better this way. I'd come up with a full plan, analyzing everyone's motive and ruminating about it. Not the best thing.
I love overanalyzing.
I automatically.
Yes, so quickly.
So, but I do better now. Yeah. I didn't think I could ever do meditation, and it wasn't until I came here. I met somebody, and I wanted to get them out of their house. They stayed in their house too much, and they live near here. And I said, hey, I want to go to this meditation meeting on Sunday, and I need somebody to go with me. And of course, I was the only girl again, but they came and met me, and you had to sit still in that room for 20 minutes, and I could hear every car that went by and everything, but I did it. And I was like, bitch, you can sit still for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Peter's a genius at it.
Really?
Well, it's practice.
Yeah, I have not learned to quiet the guy up here.
I have to use guided meditation
Which is
because
what I
if
use
I
now.
don't, my mind the chorus speaks up. And
I've done the refuge recovery meetings at Tabor Space, and for me personally, I start to my brain starts to wander, and I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. But the guided really does help.
Yes.
I did that in the beginning of my sobriety, just to my brain was really trying to heal. My body was healing, and I didn't feel right for about 1.5 years, but that guided meditation was great.
Yeah.
It just gave me a break from everything.
I need the
But then-
direction,
yeah.
the guided meditation. When I went to work where I work now, they have this app, the work app, right? And there's this man, Keontae. And I talk about him often,
Shout
but
out.
Keontae sounds like I put the lime in the coconut guy. And he's today we're gonna practice gratitude. Just
gosh.
think of one thing you're grateful for. But he breaks it down so simple that I'm there with him. And his voice sounds
Yeah.
good. And the pictures are pretty. But guided, for me, quiets my brain.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You got to find the right person, because I've had somewhere I'm like, oh, I can't listen to this guy talk
Yeah.
anymore. So
Yeah.
you got to find the right person.
The right
Or if
voice.
they-
Lime and the coconut guy sounds pretty cool.
If they sound bitchy, I don't want to listen
Exactly,
to you if you
yeah.
sound
Oh,
bitchy.
yeah. We don't need
I had a
attitude in our-
therapist that had made a CD. I only saw him a few times. He's here. I'd like you to try this, and it was him talking, but it was so cheesy. I couldn't handle it. I
no.
could not handle it. I was like, nope, new therapist. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
If you can't listen to them, it's kind of like a meeting.
Yeah.
It's not the right one for
It's
you.
not the right
Yeah.
Try another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that was for me. And with speaking of the meetings, when my first attempts, because I had to go out and do more research, but part of it, I truly believe, was the club that I was going to, I wasn't comfortable with. I didn't feel like I could open up and be my true self. And it wasn't until, for me, the lunch bunch, like you guys, I just was like, these are my people. I can be myself.
Yeah.
And I can
Totally.
fully be open. And that's in 9 years in July next month.
July 19th.
Yeah.
Oh
nine years ago. But that's when it started becoming just my life. Instead of being
Yeah.
a silo here, a silo there, it was like, oh, it's my life. And the other thing Bex, you had hit on people that still are out
Yeah.
there, or maybe they're normies or what. But for me, that was a fear. You're like, oh, if I let them know, they're not going to like me anymore. And I had to get over that and realize that if they weren't there with me in recovery, then they weren't really there with me ever, right? It was just the alcohol and the partying and
Yeah.
all of that. That was our tie-in together. And without that, okay, if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. Move on. And I don't miss any of those people.
Yeah.
It's like when you go
Yeah.
to jail. All
Yeah.
the friends you thought you had.
What's the-
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll never.
You
Yeah.
don't, that are never there, which is a good thing. You know who really is
You know who
there.
are your friends, because I've been going through this lately. When I started using, I went through a period where I was using methamphetamine. It used to be cocaine, but then that wasn't enough. So I had to upgrade or downgrade the way you look at it, depending on the way you look at it. And I got into an abusive relationship and then had to move, and I was like houseless for a little while, sleeping on couches, and my friends were gone when I needed them the most. And I reached out to one recently. It's been 16 years since I saw him, and all these friends I had from college, and we all moved up here in Portland, they're just gone.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, wow. But I guess they're not equipped to handle addiction.
Yeah.
And that's, in a way, okay.
Yeah.
But it is interesting how they're not here now at all in sobriety either.
They probably don't want to see themselves in you.
Yeah. True.
My old friends are just really lucky that I care way more about my own opinion than theirs, because it sucks to lose people, but at the same time, okay.
Yeah,
It sounds
it's-
like you're having a great time without me over there. I
I
don't
was
want to
so
be.
okay
I wouldn't
with
want to be
that.
there
I didn't
anyways.
give a fuck.
You know how many people are going to stop showing up to parties because I'm not going to them?
Okay, so, and that brings...
No, I'm still going to the parties.
Yeah, good parties are fun. We throw good parties, though.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we do.
We
Yes.
do. As the Glam Lot.
Can I talk about the first time I
Yes.
came?
Yes.
So I came for the ice cream, not lying. And
we had
I had
50
my friend Marty
Delish.
said he would meet me here. And I always got to go with one of my dudes from the meeting, just going. And I came here and I was like, if it's not cool, at least there's going to be ice cream, right?
Yeah.
And 50 Licks was here and I had chocolate as fuck ice cream. And it was
I
everything.
heard about that for days.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think that was
After.
a vegan ice cream too.
I don't know, but I bought Justin a gift card because Justin and I feel the same about chocolate. We bond
lazy.
over
that was
it.
the
Lips
circus show.
open.
Wasn't that a circus?
That was our
themed
circus show. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
What was it called? On
Gotta
the
do another
tightrope.
circus.
It was
Oh my
awesome.
god.
So-
It was called On the Tightrope.
On the tightrope. That's right.
Because
Yeah,
the
you guys
tightrope
were
in the-
performing that night, and Amanda spoke.
That's right.
And
That's
Tony V
right.
was here.
Tony V was here.
And Tony V, for those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
is the executive director of 4D, where Amanda worked before this. She was the executive director here. No, and when they introduced her, and they were like, Amanda, straight from prison, and I was like, really? Me too. And I was like, how cool is she? And then you performed. And I was like, wow, especially knowing you from the basement
Yeah, the
of
basement
the
of
meeting
Sunnyside.
and the transformation. And I was like, holy fuck. And I was like, damn, girl looks good. Like I was. And I had seen a lot of your makeup videos and stuff
Oh,
like that. And I
gosh.
was like, I could never do my makeup like that.
I didn't know what I was
You look
doing
good. And
at
then
first, though.
Becca was like just festive as fuck. And it was packed that night.
It was so packed.
Super packed.
Yeah, and we had
And it was
this
hot out.
stage.
It was. We went
That
to
was
dinner
amazing.
at
Yeah,
the food
give me a
carts
visual of
afterward.
what this is like so our listeners can kind of get
We
a
had
taste.
the red and white stripes. Those were like hanging from the ceiling, and
Yeah, we had a
like,
lot of
tent
decor.
style.
We
circuit
had the
tent,
stage
circus tent.
manager liaison that had quite
Love
the
liaison.
imagination,
Mm-hmm.
quite the imagination, and it looked really cool. Yeah, that was on the tightrope. I remember that. I did a song from The Greatest Showman.
Oh.
It was a slow song. It was a ballad, and I wore a wedding dress that
I
didn't
just-
fit in the back because I, of course, ordered it on Amazon and had no idea about the sizing. But I still went out. I kept the back open. I was like, maybe it's just open. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. That was so much fun. And we've put on, I don't even remember how many shows
Was
we've done
that
at
the
this
cult
point.
number? Did we do the cult number at that show where we did the blood in our mouths and we held up the
No.
big book? That was a different one.
No.
That was a different- yeah.
I need video of that.
You didn't.
We did a cult number once,
had
but
a-
I thought
I
it was that
actually
show.
remember you did a festive song, but I just remember before you performed, you had on a sparkly dress. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, you had some ass that night because the dress was short. And I was like, damn, I couldn't wear that dress on a good day. On a flawless, perfect day, I couldn't rock that
It was
dress.
all padding.
I'm going to tell you, it was amazing. And I was like, wow. I was just like, wow. It
Yeah.
was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I performed for the first time with Glam Lot recently.
Yeah.
And for 4D's Pride in Recovery event. And
I was
It
very
was
pleased with.
so much fun. It was the first time my persona has done a drag performance. Previously, she was a stripper, at Kit Kat
what's your
Club,
name?
etc.
I love that.
I may or may not have stolen it from a non-binary drag queen in Australia, but
fine.
don't tell her that.
Don't tell, but
It doesn't matter.
Justin has a stripper name too. It's called Slick Sugar.
Slick Sugar, incredible.
Get it? Chocolate
yeah.
sugar?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
You
Slick
gotta
Sugar.
I just the next day was talking to my partner about the show, and I like, you know what? I not in a single moment of that, even in all of the stress, just sweating from so much anxiety, did not once need a drink or thought I needed a drink.
Yeah.
And I just broke down in tears. And I was like, I cannot believe that because I have had stage fright my whole life and have been performing my whole life. And since I've been drinking, that's a really easy way to not feel stage fright. But when you're on a pole and you're drunk, you get a little dizzy. So it was
wow.
really nice not having to
So
spin
you were a
around and
stripper
being sober.
and did the pull.
yes.
I want you to know the pull is my favorite part. I think that is like seriously.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that is
really
so
hard.
hard to do.
So hard.
And the like
Acrobatics.
Yes.
Yes.
And when you spin,
like upside down and
Yeah.
shit. It's
And your
amazing.
legs are like
It's
that,
amazing.
Yeah.
spinny.
Yeah.
I just look
It's
like I
crazy.
just think it's hard. Just getting
Yeah.
up there, shaking your
Upper
ass,
body
being
strength.
naked. Okay, no problem.
Right.
But the pole,
Pole is
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
everything.
it's really
What
cool.
was funny was after my first number, I went upstairs and I was like, oh my God, etc. performed for the first time without taking her clothes off. But then I forgot that I had a reveal. So I was like, oh wait, actually I did take my clothes off.
Yes,
Actually-
Because that's
What
etcetera's
song?
usual pizzazz.
What song did you do?
I did When Did You Get Hot by Sabrina Carpenter. Etc. is very much like who I am not in real life. And she is just very slutty and promiscuous and might steal your husband and you at the same time.
It's an amazing transformation.
I
Most of
turn
us do
into
have
a
that.
one hell of a woman. She is just all about not about the sex, but about the making you think that there might be, and then taking your money and leaving.
See, I
That's
like
what
that.
she's all about.
She's a hustler.
And I was really nervous because I've never been etc. outside of drinking, especially when you're working at a club. My dance mom is actually sober. She's not in the program, and I just was like, that's never going to be me. There's no way I'm going to be doing this. And I'm never going to be a stripper again. There's no way. I'm just not cut out for it. My knees are broken. But
Was it hard to go from stripping in the quick money to
there was no money in
recovery?
stripping when I was doing it.
Oh.
Yeah. I
wouldn't
worked
have done it
on
if
queer
there wasn't
nights
any.
on Tuesdays because I was still working full time in vet med.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I would work a 10-hour shift at the hospital and then start stripping at 8 p.m. and then get off at 2 a.m. and then do it
Jeez.
again the next day.
my
and
goodness.
Wow.
alcohol kept me through it. And
Yeah.
the only thing I can say is that I was not drinking when I was in the hospital because I just animals. Come on.
I feel
Yeah.
like stripping, you have to have some guts.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
oh, yeah. My friend.
Everything
most of
I
my
ever
friends have
did
seen me
wrong
naked
was
at this
behind
point.
closed doors.
or etc. I
Yeah.
guess.
Right?
Yeah, like behind
Yeah.
closed doors, never. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
think that would take incredible courage. Peter and I,
Liquid courage.
Well, it's also like drag
Well,
makes
that's-
me feel more courageous than I am. Etc. has way
Me too.
more
Me
confidence
too.
than I do. She's a completely different person. Like I put on drag and my partner's, hi, I'm so sorry, you pretty lady. I have a partner. And it's
So
cute,
funny.
but it really is a full transformation.
kind of like an alter ego.
Yeah,
Yes,
it kind of
absolutely.
is. That's what
Yeah.
started out for me, and then really I figured out I just was living as my authentic self.
Yes.
Through drag.
For a lot of trans people,
Well,
it's like
and
that.
you seem, just to me, so much more confident.
I feel more confident because I
You were
feel
kinda
happy
shy.
about myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were
That's
kind of
awesome.
shy
That is
So
awesome.
important.
Yeah.
and not. I remember when you were secretary of the whole group.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I really remember way back then.
Yeah.
And
That was interesting.
yeah.
Hey, you
Look,
secretaried last week.
No,
No,
I
this
was
is a
general
different
secretary.
kind of secretary that you could never pay me to do.
Oh.
General secretary. It's
Okay.
like you oversee things, sort of.
You fill in all
you
the
fill
time.
in all the time.
Well, they
We
have
need one of those.
2 meetings every single day.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
7
that's
days a week.
7
Yeah.
days a week.
They broke it into lunch bunch and extended family, and so this was during the pandemic too, which was really interesting. I worked with Greg H, and who moved back to the Midwest with his partner. Remember Greg H?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun, but no, I wasn't myself back then.
Yeah.
And drag, the Glam Lot allowed me, in doing makeup tutorials, I thought it was like
I
great
thought
at
they were
makeup, but I
wonderful.
wasn't. But
Because when you go like this and then you'd turn, and I'd be like, holy shit. And the difference it was like almost like Clark Kent to Superman.
Right.
But I don't know who
Yeah.
Supergirl is, but you know what I'm saying. It
yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
whoa. And that's when I started really noticing, and I was like, the makeup is so beautiful.
thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, like
Appreciate
really
that.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I really put a lot into my drag back then. I would do full face makeup every day
Yeah.
and film it and do a transformation
And a
transition
different
thing.
hair.
And
Like
different
red.
Oh, yeah.
You were like
hair.
Charlie's Angels. Went from, Farrah to Jacqueline. I never saw Kate, the Bob now.
But
Yeah, no, that was really fun, and it allowed me to be myself. And then eventually I was like, I know who I am. I remember telling Becca one time, I was like, I think I'm non-binary. And it turns out I
pipeline.
wasn't. I was a trans woman.
So for
Yeah.
our listeners who don't know what non-binary is,
Yeah.
Hi, it's
Explain.
me.
That's Bex. Do you want to explain?
Sure. So essentially, I'll just talk about me a little. Like, when I was young, I was like the tomboy and wanted to do everything with the boys. All my friends were boys. That's the early 2000s. Non-binary people they exist. Don't get me wrong. Wasn't widely known.
Right.
But all I knew was that I was not a boy. So there could be no way that I was trans. But being a girl felt so weird for the longest time. So when I realized that it felt weird and I was going through puberty, I went on the opposite extreme. I went hyper feminine. I dated this conservative man in high school who then ended up voting for Trump. And I was like, oh, I'm like bisexual, I think. I don't know. And then years went by, the pandemic hit. Nobody knows who they are at that point. And I asked my friends, I was like, hey, can you use she, they pronouns for me? And actually, if I'm going to just back it up a sec, another friend of mine came out as non-binary and I messaged them and I was like, what the hell does that mean? Respectfully, what the hell does that mean? And they really spelled it out for me. And I was just trying to be an ally. I was just like, that's so cool. And then I asked my friends, can you use she, they pronouns for me? And literally the moment one person used they, them pronouns for me, I said, just kidding. That's it. That's it. It was the most affirming feeling, just feeling like me. So as a non-binary person, I just don't feel like I'm on either spectrum. For me, as I learn myself and I'm on HRT and I change, I realize that like I do have to go a little bit hyper masculine because I'm AFAB. I was assigned female at birth. And being that kind of person, you have to kind of go over really hard on one side in order to kind of even things out. But drag lets me like tap into my hyper feminine because it's so strong. My femininity is just like my strength, but I'm not a woman. So being in drag or like even when I was stripping and I was still in that persona, it gives me that like the confidence that I need out of being feminine without needing to feel like I'm not being Bex, because Bex is just Bex. I want to be like Cher. I don't want a last name. I don't want anything. I just want to be Bex. I just want to be that kid with green hair over there. They, them pronouns, and honestly, pronouns in general are kind of weird. Like, I've noticed that I always like people using my name instead of my pronouns. And actually, there's a lot of people who will ask that.
That is actually the safe bet.
Yes,
in
absolutely.
Environment where you don't know, especially coming from being a manager, right? And never wanting to judge or get it wrong.
Totally.
Yeah.
I just use the name.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, Amanda, when I got my CRM, I just got the CRM because I wanted it for the podcast and I wanted initials behind my name. I'm not joking. But Amanda taught a class on pronouns and everything. And there was a lot of older people that really felt bad because they didn't know.
Yeah.
Meaning they weren't ever trying to be rude or disrespectful.
genuinely just
they didn't know.
understand it.
It's just like
all
where
that
I
matters
work
to
now.
me.
The older generation does not know how to set up auto pay.
Right.
And I'm not joking. It's just not the norm for them.
Yeah.
Neither are pronouns.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't understand it. And I think there are, of course, people that are disrespectful, but there's disrespectful people, period.
Yep.
But I think there's a lot of people that just don't know and don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. I, for a while, was like, what is this plural thing that's happening? And my friends, if you just saw their shadow, what would you say? And I'm like, oh, I'd probably be like, I don't know, who was that? Who are they?
Who are they?
I go by
Like-
she, her. But let me tell you, I am the most sports-minded motherfucking bitch there ever was.
Yeah.
Like, and sports were always my acceptance. I was good at them, and being on a team, kind of fun.
Yeah.
So I think, you can be everything.
Yeah.
I've always been like, I don't care what you want me to call you. I'll call you a butterfly if that's what's going to make you happy.
Right.
Because you want to know why? Because it doesn't do anything to me. That doesn't hurt me. How is that going to hurt me at all? I don't care. And if it makes you feel good, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Well, here in Portland, we have a very supportive environment.
Yes.
Definitely.
Eclectic.
It's not always like this everywhere else, but so I feel comfortable walking down the street,
Yeah.
even at night, which is interesting. But it feels different here. So
How
It
did,
is.
How did you pick Carrington?
do I have to say?
Yes.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. So my drag name is Ava. And everyone, not everyone, but some people assumed that would be my name when I came out as a trans woman. And my old name was semi-gender neutral. And because there's an actress that had that name and I always liked her. And so I kept my name, but I only kept my name because I wanted to please my mom and my family and just make it easy for them. And eventually I said, this name does not represent who I am.
Right.
The
At
name-
all.
The authentic me.
Yeah.
It's funny though, as a kid, when I was 4 years old, I knew I was a girl and I called myself Sarah, but I don't know, I just didn't want that name. But I was watching a show on Hulu and it's called All's Fair and it's a Ryan Murphy production with like Glenn Close is in it. What's her name? Nene something.
I know who you're
Naomi
talking about.
Watts and Kim Kardashian and Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson's
Oh,
character.
the lawyers.
The lawyers. They're
And
all these.
Kim Kardashian is married to the football player.
Yes. This show
He's a
is
hoe.
wild.
Oh my gosh, I got to see this show.
And this show is good, actually.
So Sarah Paulson's character
love Sarah
is
Paulson.
this. I love her. I loved her in Nurse Ratched. I love her in American Horror
She
Story.
is crazy
Yeah.
in this motherfucking show.
She is. She is a total bitch. And they didn't choose her to go with them to open up their own firm when they left this big law firm. So so she ended up going out on her own. Her name in the show was Carrington Lane.
Nice.
And I'm like, as soon as I heard that name, I'm like, that's my name.
Can I tell you?
That's my name.
Like, I love that show. That show is really good. And when you think of Kim Kardashian acting, you might be like, whoa.
I mean, she wasn't very good in American Horror Story.
No, I'm just, I didn't
like
see
her
that
in
one.
that,
But she
she
plays the
lawyer
bougie
also,
bitch
or
in
no?
this
Oh,
show.
so she
and
just
she
plays
is
her.
a bougie
playing
bitch.
herself.
And she
See.
gets cheated on in this show, just like in real life. And
Yeah.
in real life, she wants to be a lawyer. In this show, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
She's in
I
law
think
school.
she's failed her tests so many times. I think she may have dropped out by now.
Either way, she knows the law and she helps people with it.
Yeah.
I
she does.
actually really
Glenn
like her.
Close
yeah, I
is
don't mean to-
everything,
yeah.
though. And
Glenn
Close.
Close.
Love
But the
him.
character you're talking about,
Carrington
she is
Lane.
Amazing.
She represents the football player. She's the lawyer for
She
him.
has sex with the football player. Let's be real.
Yeah. Anyway.
He has sex with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a hoe.
So anyway, yeah. I was like, that's my name, and not many people know that story, but I guess everyone does. now.
Well, I love
They
it.
do now.
Especially, I love it because especially I know that show, but I was thinking that it came from, what is that show that went forever? Who Shot JR?
Oh, Dallas.
I was
Dallas?
thinking it came from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that.
So, and another reason I changed my name was because when I would talk to people, they would just assume with my old name that I was a guy when they hear my voice, because I haven't done voice training yet, but with the name Carrington, it really confuses the hell out of them if they're just talking to me on the phone. But in real life, they're like, Carrington, oh, it's a woman.
I get it.
I love.
I
being
don't see how you
confusing.
see anything else when you see you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
just
definitely.
saying.
I asked her if we could call her Cece, and she said no.
Or Carrie.
Not
or-
Carrie, not Cece. It's
Not
just
that.
it's Carrington.
Carrington.
Yeah, I went like When
It's
I
like
think
people
of
try
Carrie,
to call me
I think
Pete,
of,
and I'm like, no, it's Peter.
Yeah.
Peter's my name. Pete is some other guy
Yeah.
working on
no.
construction or something.
He's
I don't know.
a construction worker in Ohio.
Yeah, something like that.
and let me tell you, Peter is not a construction worker in Ohio.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
It has been interesting having a sponsor who has my dead name, but
That's right.
Yeah.
I've never even connected those dots before.
yeah. And what's
Wow.
ironic is I
Oh,
was
that's
actually named after
interesting.
Beck's beer.
Were you?
Beer.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
Beck's beer is spelled Becks.
But are you
my legal
Rebecca?
name, but my legal name doesn't have a C in it.
It doesn't?
even
It
know
doesn't.
there was
So
a
I was
Beck's
like,
beer.
it can't have a C if I'm going to be Beck's. It's going to be BEX. And of course, I was drunk and I am who I am. So I needed it to be really cool. And then
There's a
when
Beck's beer?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's not that I drank it. It was just a joke at a bar one time in 2018. And it
so
stuck
removed.
so heavily
went
that
by-
it was.
you went
this
by Becca, though, as a
I
kid,
went,
or-
Yeah. So I
Okay.
went by Becca starting middle school
Oh, okay.
until I was an adult.
We've never talked about this before.
Yeah, and it's Bekah. So I
Okay.
always love to confuse people
the
and say it
biblical
has no
spelling.
C's and an H. And they're like, where?
What is your
Yeah,
full
I've
name?
just liked being confusing my entire life. I should have known a lot earlier. But yeah, Beck's just stuck.
Yeah.
And then when I came out as non-binary, I was like, it's got an X in it. That's non-binary enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then I meet
That's
these
very-
non-binary people with really cool names that they came up with themselves. And I'm just like, God damn it. I'm named after this beer that nobody knows about. And like,
I didn't know.
like it
I don't
because
even,
it's
I
a
didn't
very,
even
like-
drink it, and now I'm sober. What the hell?
It's a very like nondescript. It doesn't fit on either binary.
Right. Yeah. It's
You
just
know.
very gender neutral. It's very exclusive. There's not a lot of Bexes in the world.
It's
I
very
wanted-
you.
Yeah. It's very me.
Yeah.
Like,
I wanted a 10-letter name. Yeah. My old name was only 2 syllables. My first and last name was 2 syllables. So
Me too.
Okay. And I always disliked that.
too.
And, yeah.
My daughter's name
um,
is Cassandra,
Cassandra.
right? And
love that.
I don't like Cassie, and I don't like Cassandra. Her name is Cassandra, and she was going to be either Cassandra or Alexandria.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Regal.
because I just figured you couldn't make fun of it. Like, there's no way to make fun of Cassandra. It doesn't rhyme with anything.
Yeah.
Some people, I just know when we were little, there was people that would make fun of different things. And I liked my name because you couldn't really make fun of it. So that was
Mine-
like the biggest thing.
My old name rhymed with pretty much so many things.
Yes.
But my new name, try rhyming that.
That's the same. That's the same thing with Cassandra.
Yeah.
And I think I love those. My cousin's name is Genevieve, and I think that's
beautiful.
an original one as well. She goes by Jenny, but I think Genevieve is just.
It's a pretty name.
It is. It's so. I love your name, but I didn't make the connection.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want people to think that I named myself after a character on TV, but you know what? I don't care. I don't
So
care.
Cassandra came from not the days of our Young and the Restless.
Oh,
so
gosh.
Cassandra Rawlings, that evil bitch that took Brad and caged him up, and I was like, she's crazy, but her name
take
is
her.
pretty.
The way I got my drag name. Do you remember the show Nip Tuck?
Yes.
Okay, that show was so good.
Uh-huh.
Such a good show. It was like the early 2000s. Anyway, there were these two plastic surgeons that would, what do you like? What do you want to change about yourself? Or what do you hate about yourself? Or something like that. Anyway, this one woman came in, and I forget the actress's name. She played, Jean Grey in the Marvel movies, in the X-Men movies, the ones with the older characters. Anyway, she comes on, and she is this transgender woman who, I can't remember what she went on there for, but she was this evil bitch, and her name was Ava. And I'm like, that is my drag name.
That's me.
That
I
is
have an
me.
old coworker named Ava who's an evil bitch.
Really?
But you don't seem evil to me ever.
No. I'm
Just
not
the
evil.
opposite.
I would
Ava's
love
not
to see
evil.
you be
Ava's
evil.
more ditzy and
I
big
No,
boobs.
etc.'s
James
evil.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi,
Becca,
it's your mother. This
Yeah.
is Ava
do you
St. James
perform
DuPont.
too?
I do.
And so what do you do? And what
I do drag, and I do drag as a female. I'm she, her. I identify as female, and I do hyperfemme drag. And when I first got into drag, I was like, is this okay? Am I stepping on anybody's toe? I remember asking Roger, I was like, is it okay if I do drag? And Roger's like, anybody can do drag. Girl.
Yeah.
But that's
exactly.
that's the thing that I get asked most is people are like, wait a minute, but you're a female and you perform in drag. And I'm like, yeah.
Do you know who Maria MC is?
Oh, now I know about all kinds of.
So just so you know, that's my girl and from the City Nightclub. And she is beyond flawless.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the founders of Peacock in the Park and Peacock Productions. But she came in and did Aretha Franklin at the City Nightclub. And I was like, damn. Yeah.
Damn.
And she's good.
There's a
really
Phonique.
good.
If you've never
like
heard of
Maria.
Phonique, she's another pretty famous AFAB, female-bodied, whatever, however you want to call it.
Victoria
Yeah.
Scone as
I don't know
well.
who that is.
Yeah.
She's from England.
But
I
I'm
follow this.
Daphne Saint.
Yes.
Well, what's our last name again? Daphne
Saint
Saint Germain. We changed
Yeah,
our
we,
drag name recently.
We had to change our drag name.
Yeah, we were DuPont, and then we had to change it
yeah,
because we
drama.
got kicked out of the DuPonts, kind of in a way.
Yeah.
Or no, we didn't get kicked out, but we realized that we weren't authentic DuPonts, and there was a whole thing.
Yeah, they.
So
oh
we
gosh,
left.
that
Sounds
really
terrible
made me
anyways. I wouldn't want to be a
angry.
part of a family like
I didn't
that.
want to be part of that, and that's why I said let's just start our own, and
So
we're
we-
the Saint Germains.
Yep.
That's like I was telling you about the waters, right? You all know Poison Waters. We know Misty and Rosie. It just shows our age, but I'm just telling you, there was some beautiful waters.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
bet.
The
I
water,
love
the
hearing
waters
about that.
I know right now is Maxine Waters, my congressman.
I love it.
Anyway,
No, I
I
love
was like,
it.
why does that sound familiar?
Maxine Waters, she's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But the drag, we got invited, Becca and I got invited. I don't even know how. It was, I think you got this connection. And then we went to the Alana and we did some performance at Drag Bingo in the basement there.
Oh, that was through Sharif.
Sharif, yeah.
And that was the first time we ever met Peter.
Yes.
Peter G. Yep.
Euphoria.
Congratulations to Sharif, just graduating from
Oh,
PSU.
Oh my God.
At the top of their
course.
class.
I wouldn't.
Well, I wouldn't be
imagine
surprised.
Anything like, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine.
Peter
anything
G, I grew up with.
That's right. And like Bainbridge.
Yeah,
right?
we were the
Art-
white Peter
Oh,
and
wow.
the black Peter.
Yeah. Arts and theater. And weren't you both like,
Oh, yeah, we
That was
performed
your-
together.
yeah.
Did they had this at lunch, they would open up the theater and then you could perform. And so we do little performances and things.
that's
and,
amazing.
Peter was on court.
Peter, that's right.
The Emerald Court.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Peter's done a lot of.
Peter.
Me. I was
Oh,
the
you
King of
did Emerald
Seas.
Court.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
My Peter.
Yes. Your Peter.
My Peter did Devo Whip It at
I
the
did
City
that
Nightclub.
At the City Nightclub,
Oh,
yeah. And then all our outfits got stolen. That was a bummer. They were cool. We handmade them. They were cool. We had these flower pot hats and everything. It was awesome.
Stolen?
fell
I'm
through
not.
your roof?
That's so rude.
Yeah.
Who fell through your ceiling?
Poison.
Yeah.
Poison fell through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yes.
At in Seattle. Yeah.
Wow. On accident?
Yeah. He claims that it was Stuart that fell through, but I swear she's the one who fell through. But anyway,
Wow.
That makes it more interesting.
I had a roommate, Stuart, and our place we lived upstairs, and then above that was an attic, and so he stored all his gowns and everything.
Oh my
In the
gosh.
attic, but the attic was not finished, and it was where they have the beams go across, and then it
Right.
was just
Yeah.
Sheetrock.
step between the yep, yeah, fell right through, just
I
like
can
Christmas
imagine.
vacation.
Oh my
is
gosh.
crazy.
That
I
reminds me
recently
of.
brought you a new Saint Germain.
Yes.
That's
You have
right.
a
yeah, our
that's
new
right.
Saint Germain.
So exciting.
Yeah, we've got.
Rowan.
It's Rowan. I'm trying to remember their drag name. It's
I'm gonna be murdered.
me too. I
no.
feel so terrible. No.
Fallon.
yeah,
Fallon Love.
Fallon.
Fallon Love.
Fallon Love. Are you a Saint Germain? Are you
Fallon
going to be?
Brooks
I don't know.
Saint Germain.
Fallon Brooks. Oh yeah, because he's not dropping the Brooks. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
no.
He did-
Yeah, so we have in
We
our
might have to
drag
adopt
family. Yeah, we
this
might
one
have
too.
to. There is Daphne, Heather, Bambi, me, and
Marcus.
and
So
Rowan.
Octavia not. Oh no, she's
No.
not.
So there's
She's
6 of us
Octavia.
now in this family.
Maybe 7.
Maybe
That's
7.
Wild. That is
It's like
wild.
the Brady
You never
Bunch.
know.
We
Rowan
talk-
said, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say we talk about family of choice, and it sounds like that's
Oh yeah,
very similar.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm
That's
feeling that a lot
So
lately.
important in the queer community.
Yeah.
Like,
What's to me?
oh
Yeah.
There's
yeah, I
AA
mean,
family,
my
and then there's
chosen
drag
family
family.
is
Yeah, and those are
Way
kind of
better.
like
A drag family.
And then there's AA
Yes.
drag family.
AA drag
Yes.
family. It's all intermeshed now
Oh, yeah.
because the Glam Lot is a sober troupe of performers. And if I can just do a little plug, the Glam Lot, our mission basically is to spread the word of recovery through the art of drag.
yes,
And we put on shows to raise money for charity.
and to
And
have
we're-
fun.
And to
We have so much fun, and we're the only
'cause
sober
drag's
troupe in
fun.
Portland. It's so much fun, and we get a good crowd of, and it really helps people in sobriety that don't know what they are supposed to do with their lives and how they're supposed to have fun. They can come to one of our shows, and they just like,
I think
Have
you
fun.
can let your hair down no
Yeah.
matter which genre, what you identify as, right? I think you can have fun
Yeah.
with the Glam Lot because you are not a Glum Lot.
We are not a Glam Lot.
that's
At
how
all.
we got the name.
I knew.
Yeah.
It was Pete. It
Big
was
shout out.
Roger. Roger was like, "We're not a Glum Lot."
It might have been Sharif. I think it was a kind of a
One
a
of them,
team
I don't know.
effort.
I remember Roger, but anyway, as a group, we
Yeah.
were like,
It was a conversation
We're
between
not.
those two, and then it was the Glam
Roger
Lot.
Yeah.
supports us a lot.
Love
Like,
Roger.
yeah. I swear it was Roger, but whatever. Either way, it was really cool because in the big book it says we're not a Glum Lot, and then someone came up with we're the Glam Lots. We're like, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. 'Cause
That's
we were
it.
trying to
And
come
it
up with our
stuck.
name. We did that first show with Peter G, and then we were like, how do we make this bigger? What do we do with this? We need a space. That's what I think originally it was like finding a space for sober people to do drag. Mm-hmm. And then True Colors just happened to open up,
It was all timing.
and it
Yeah.
was timing. And
Is it odd though, or is it God? I believe no.
true that.
Well,
Is it
Carrington
odd or is it
has
not?
that gift of vision. Carrington is one of those people that is
Thank you.
a creator and a visionary and has the gift of bringing people together. You know?
Thanks. Thank you.
So that's a big part of it was Carrington actually having the vision and then the courage, and then it just kind of happened.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I love that.
Yeah, I
We-
knew bringing Rowan here, he was gonna immediately latch on to you. I was
Yeah.
like, not only do I have the people in the place, I have the person.
Oh,
I love Rowan.
I love
Yes.
I'm so sad that I
Rowan.
didn't get to see them perform, but
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I will
Oh, you
eventually.
will.
You and
Yeah.
Rowan were amazing. I still like, oh my God, they were so good.
Thank you.
We've
How
actually,
did 4D? How was it at 4D?
It was
so that's the
fun.
second time in 2 years in a row now that we've done 4D Pride. Last year, Roger was there last year actually, and some other people that I knew for Drag Bingo. And we did performances in between the games, and that was really fun. We raised a lot of money for the Trevor Project last year through 4D and True Colors. And this year they invited us back. They wanted us to do a show. So that's what we gave them.
It was one hell of a show.
It was so much fun. I emceed. I love to MC. I think it's really fun.
Me too.
More than actually performing.
Go figure.
You would be a natural. You'd be a fucking great
I did
MC.
perform though at 4D. I did the Scissor Sisters. Let's have a
good.
kiki.
Let's have a kiki.
Lock the doors.
Tight.
I don't know that song. I
Oh my
feel
gosh,
really
it's
bad.
so good. It's so good. But 4D was great. But I do think some of the people were there for the food more than the drag show. But
It doesn't
okay.
matter though.
They got a
doesn't
drag
matter.
show.
They show up
anyways.
and then they're
Still-
surprised and they're just loving
Yeah,
it.
we still raised money for, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name of the, it was that fine arts program for transient youth.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name of it. That's okay. So
It was a good cause.
It was yeah.
we raised money again.
Yeah.
And that's been really cool. And we've done shows for True Colors, and
I
this is
gave
like
your
the-
name to this gentleman who organizes Pride. He works for Pride, period.
Oh, cool.
And I said, do you have any sober activities? He was at my job, and I was kind of course, there's the drunk hot mess Pride, right? But he was looking for a group. So hopefully you'll get to do that
I think I
someday.
have his email. I think you gave me his email.
Yeah. I try to connect people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a good
Yeah,
way.
and I get calls or texts from random people that I haven't
Me
talked to in
too.
years. And then they're like, hey, I know this person that wants to do drag. Can they contact you? And I'm like, hell yeah, they can.
I'm going to tell you, I'm starting to get stalkers from the podcast. And now I had to take my name off our phone list.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
scary.
If someone's listening and they want to have you come perform at an event, or they're also maybe interested.
Easiest way is to contact us through Instagram.
Okay.
It's at the Glam Lot PDX.
Well,
Very
that's
cool.
simple.
Or you can
Yeah.
come to our Kings and Queens meetings on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yes, or that.
And you don't have to be a drag queen. You don't have to be LGBTQ.
Nope.
You can be. You don't have to be.
Yeah.
You can just be you.
Just be you.
And go to that meeting. And you know what? The one thing I really like what you do at that meeting, not every meeting does it, but I go to this Friday night meeting that does the same thing. And I love that you pass around the phone list right then and there if you want to be on it.
Yeah.
And I think not enough places do that.
Oh, interesting.
And I think going to huge meetings is hard at first.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Big
think
time.
your meeting it's not necessarily small, but it's comfortable.
Lately,
It really
we've had
depends.
It
Yeah.
depends. Our Friday
Fridays are
meetings
smaller.
small, but our
Wednesdays are-
Wednesdays can be pretty
They
large.
can be big, yeah.
Yeah.
The first night I chaired, I was like maybe 2 months sober. And it was still to this day the biggest meeting I've ever seen here, period.
Really?
I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
Well, we have this
Everyone
weird
loves me.
dead zone. It got really dead. I don't know
It
what
did
happened,
for
but
a
it felt like
year.
everybody left overnight, and we were like, "What is happening? Are we done?" And then it just
Well-
restarted, and now it's like all new
Yeah.
people. But we've had the most people. Our home group right now is the biggest it's ever been, and people are the most enthusiastic about stepping up and being of service, and it's running itself. We always had to be
Yeah.
facilitating or involved somehow, and now it's like it's got its own life, and people are so excited about being of service, and
I love
it's
that.
really
That is
amazing
great.
to watch.
It was great when I didn't have to be treasurer
Right.
anymore, or general secretary,
or we can
Chip
pass
coin
on-
bitch,
Yeah.
right? Or everything. No.
It's
And I was
amazing.
like, please, someone take this, because service positions aren't supposed to be forever. Most of the time, you're supposed to give it up and let
Pass the
someone else
torch.
have that opportunity.
Pass the
Yeah.
torch.
Pass the torch. Give somebody else an opportunity
So
to.
it's great. It's
Yeah.
great to see it. And it's so cool to see new people come and make it their meeting.
And to feel comfortable and feel like they belong and that they're of
It
value.
feels so good. I got to give
That's
out a
so
24-hour chip yesterday, and
Oh,
it just
nice.
feels so
Absolutely.
good. Like, and
that's
in the
right.
meeting, before that, it was their first meeting, and it's just so nice to. My first meeting here, I wasn't even 24 hours sober yet, and I still spoke up. I spoke on my first time here, and it was the same night that some people were celebrating 6 years of sobriety, I think. And I was celebrated just as much as those people who had lots of years of sobriety.
That's right.
Newcomer's
And that
the most
solidified
important
for
person.
it.
Yeah.
That solidified
Yeah.
it for me immediately. I was like, this place is great. I do not feel any less. And the first time I said, oh, I only have this much time, immediately I got a slap on the wrist. It was like, we don't say only. You have this amount of time,
Yeah.
and that's amazing.
Yes.
And
miracle.
yeah. It just feels so good. And I've gone to other meetings, and being a queer person and looking different and being an outcast, it's hard to find meetings that make you feel comfortable. It's hard to find anything that makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Although, ours is a lot that way as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
Yes.
So
yeah.
there's ebbs and flows. Like you said, we're on a new generation.
Yeah.
Now, right now we are. When I first came in, we never talked about drugs. And if you're really gotten sober after 2000, usually drugs are a part of your story as well.
Yeah. Drugs are in the big book from the very beginning.
But it was
And then
taboo.
Dr.
It was
Bob-
like this taboo thing. Same with psych medications. I can remember being
Yes.
in meetings where that was taboo, and I
Yes.
was
Some people
born
are like,
in
you shouldn't be taking
'78.
anything. And I'm like, excuse me, do you want me to be crazy?
Right.
Do you want me to relapse? Because I will if I'm not on my meds.
And if you
I'll
think
try to
about it, it's
self-medicate.
probably still like that in other parts of the country. There's
Yeah.
probably still old school thinking about outside issues. Psych
if
meds.
people are confused in that area, we had Doyle Smith on our podcast. He runs dual diagnosis, and it's very unique
Yeah.
to not be dual diagnosed.
Extremely.
At this point in
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
We know
And
so
I
much
never
about
thought
that.
was really me, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love my dual diagnosis meeting. I still go every single week.
Friday?
And yeah, Friday's here. And like,
I may
the
or
woman
may
who
not
runs
have
it-
used that meeting to get Fridays off to stay with Peter and my sponsor.
Oh my God.
I was dual diagnosed,
Yeah,
right? And it was
yeah.
the only meeting
Yeah.
that you could go to. And I wanted to work Sunday through Thursday. And my doctor let me come to that meeting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love
So-
that meeting.
Well, I
Sometimes
thought it
it's
was good
just
too.
the two of us. And honestly, we still talk the whole hour.
It's Fridays?
It's Fridays
At
at
3.
3.
Oh,
Would
here.
love to visit
Here?
it sometime. whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of times I will just because the our AA meeting is at 5:30, so I'm getting out at 4. And then I secretary the Friday AA meeting. So I'm just sometimes sitting here doing embroidery for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know
And-
each other, but that's what I would do. I would go to lunch bunch from 12 to 1.
Yeah.
Go to lunch and then come to dual diagnosis. So I
Yeah.
made a day. I was off work at the time.
Yeah.
But I made a day of it, and I found it to be really good for the brain.
Yeah, and dual diagnosis is nice because it's also somewhat of an open conversation. Whereas in AA, there's no crosstalk at all. You do
Right.
not.
We'll
You
go
don't
to
even want to shake your head
extended
too loud. And in DDA, it's are you open to feedback? And I'm like, yeah. And the feedback's always, I loved your share. Thank you for talking about that. This is my experience with that situation, and it's just so nice. A lot of the comfortability I have in AA, I got through DDA. Because
Yeah.
all of those people also have the same issues I do, and I can talk to them about it.
Yes.
And
I think smaller meetings are a great
That
place
too,
to get
yeah.
comfortable.
Sure.
yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
I'm so comfortable
Our
in that
meeting
meeting.
was smaller when I first started. It's huge sometimes.
Yeah.
It ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nights like Saturday night, there's 3 people in the room.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
poor
it's-
Ben on Sunday night, he opens the building and he's great. But
More and more people decide to go online.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed with that meeting because the pandemic changed a lot of
Yeah.
things.
we never had online before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Nope.
We never had a timer before the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were having a breakdown, we would never interrupt you.
You could
Right.
just
I
talk.
think that's
Day.
important.
It was like I
can
wouldn't
be.
even think about interrupting you. I think when the pandemic happened and they went online, there was just so many people online
Yes.
that they set a timer so more could share.
Right.
But I have to tell you, when somebody's having a breakdown,
Yeah.
You let 'em.
and you say 1 minute, really? I'm just
It's
being
so
honest.
rude.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking rude.
Yeah.
And how you do it.
How you do it is,
So
yeah.
I've never been the timer ever. Because guess what? I'm not interrupting you. And
Yeah.
I'm not cutting you off.
Yeah.
Especially if if you're long winded, that's one thing. But just if it's really important and that is the day, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe you're suicidal or
You need to say
something
it out loud,
happens,
yeah.
Like, I'm not interrupting. So I've never been timer ever.
Yeah, we do open up our meetings at the end
Yeah.
for people who feel like they are going through a crisis.
Yeah, and we have that burning
That burning
desires
desire.
We
thing.
say it too, but
And then some people use it because someone did yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important. I don't think we've ever really timed burning desires.
No, and when it's a smaller meeting, I'll be like, guys, talk as much as you want. But
I'll
if it
stay
starts
after.
getting long,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm-
You do a
I
really
may
good job
just
at that.
Give you a little
Yeah,
reminder,
little nudge.
Just hey, if you could wrap it up in
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
minutes, would be great. But yeah, the timer thing's really tough. I just let my phone do it. I pretend I'm not looking at it.
I like the
Right.
on
off.
screen where it doesn't interrupt people.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I have a hard time being timer because I'm codependent.
Same.
Very codependent.
So for our listeners, as we're going to wrap up, where are you performing next? You've told us how we can get a hold of you, right?
Yeah, Glam Lot PDX. We have things in the works that public isn't aware of yet.
unless
We
you
don't
go
have
to
a
our
ton going
Instagram,
on
and then you'll see
show-wise
it.
right now, but we will soon. We're
Yeah.
just, some of us are going through some transition right now, so we're in
I
a
would
little bit
love
of a
to see
holding
you guys
pattern.
do a big venue.
Hell yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Be
Ourselves.
so
I'm
fun.
just putting it out there. Or
Peacock in the Park.
Hey, that'd be so much fun.
they do have
Yeah.
it now. They have a all age show too. That's pretty popular.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely are in a stage where we're starting to look ahead. What's the next?
Yeah.
What's going to be the next chapter? Are we going to continue focusing our efforts here at True Colors? Are we going to branch out? So
We always
Well, if
seem to
we
get
have a
drawn
fundraiser,
back.
which we will someday, we'll have you come.
hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
love
yeah.
it.
No, we do have a couple things in the works for late summer and then into fall. Those will be really cool. So we'll, of course, announce it on social media. Like
Keep
we
us
always
posted.
do.
Totally.
We'll help announce it for you. We're really good at that.
Yeah, I
Like
bet.
that's our
Yeah.
thing because
Yeah.
we don't. We record, right?
Right.
Yes.
So we try to promote a lot of the things or people that come on our show. So it'd be amazing.
Thank
Any
you. Thank you.
parting words that you want to say to our listeners?
Sure. Okay. I would just say in sobriety, in recovery, you have to have fun. That's part of being sober. You've got
Absolutely.
to learn how to have fun and just get a hobby, get some interests.
Yeah.
I thought you said get a hubby.
Get a hobby.
Too. Why not?
That could be your hobby too. Your hubby's your hobby.
Get yourself a hubby.
Wow. Your hubby's your hobby.
That was good. What do you have for us?
I'll part out with just keep coming back one day at a time, all the fun things, the acronyms, and it's all real.
I know
It's
people
as
think
much
they're
as we
crazy, but they
really-
are true.
Yeah.
They're really true.
They're so true.
They're so true, and
why we keep
it
saying 'em.
feels good once you admit it. Like, it's really hard to admit that you need something and that you need to go back. But when you do, it feels so good, and that's really what matters. Surrounding yourself with community that makes you feel safe and taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And then have all the fun. Hobbies.
Well
Get a
said.
plant.
Get a plant.
Get a plant.
house
Start with a
plant.
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 Let it sit by you when you sleep, so it'll give you.
Don't
some
get a hubby
fresh
for at least a year.
There you
Yes.
go.
No hubby.
Get a
no
house
to
plant
hubbies,
for
but
a
yes to
year.
houseplants.
If you can keep it alive, you can get a dog.
There you go.
Yes.
Mine, I'm going to be super cliche, but I think it's amazingly important. And it's one of my favorite cliche AA phrases, which is don't give up before the miracle happens. Because it can be hard. It can be really
Yeah.
hard at first, but you keep going one day at a time. Yeah, just don't give up because it does get better.
I want to be cliche too. And what I think of when I think of you, I think of family, right? Chosen family. But the other thing I think of is you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a
Right
we
there,
program.
that's what I see with this group is, and we don't do groups. We don't do them as much. And I see that you can do it together and you don't have to be alone.
Yeah. Yeah. This, if you get anything out of this, it's have some fun. We are a fun
Yeah.
bunch, and it's okay to have fun. And also, what I really loved, and especially when I first heard about True Colors, for me, growing up, as it were, where could I go? Where did I go meet people? It was
Yeah.
always the bars.
Yep.
Yeah.
And where did you ever see drag shows
Right.
and performances? It always is in the bars.
In
It was
bars.
the only place it was accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to have that be the only place for you, it's kind of like alcohol, drugs, and bars, and it just all goes hand in hand. And so, how do you break out of that? And to have a place like True Colors, to have people like you to show that no, you can do it sober, and there's a place you can go. And if you're uncomfortable in the bar, you've got a place to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I think that just clicked for me because I think if I would have had a sober place, maybe it would have been different for me. But
Yeah.
Same.
that was my world, especially back, I'm a little bit older. So I love what you're doing. I love that True Colors is here. And I know people listening, because you look for the similarities. I'm sure there's people out there who feel the same way. I want to get sober, but I can only meet people here in this bar or whatever.
Right.
And no, you don't have to. And I love what you said, Carrington about getting the hobbies, get something to do.
Not a hubby. A
Or
hobby.
a
Not
hubby.
a hobby, a hobby, or an interest, and don't limit yourself. In my mindset, I would have thought, I can't go be a drag queen, or I can't do that kind of, because that's all in the bars. No, you can do it. You can do.
You can
these
do a
things sober.
podcast even if you want.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go. Yes.
Who would have
You can do it.
And when I remember when I started my sober journey, really started with my intent at a club in East County. When I walked in there, I was just petrified, and people were laughing. And these three gals turned around, because I was hiding in the back, and they're just like, what are you doing back there? Get up here. We're going to have some fun today. That type of thing. And it was like, I was shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
what? People are laughing? This is supposed to be serious. And so I love that you guys have shown that today. And I
love
think
your
this
name.
is
I think
awesome.
it's
And I really
amazing.
appreciate each and every one of you for being here
Thank
today
you.
and taking the time on a Saturday.
Yeah,
It's
and I
awesome.
think
We're so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Peter and I heard one of the best speeches ever. I'm not super political, and I vote the right way, but I'm just saying I'm not super political. But we were at Basic Rights of Oregon, and the speech said, in Oregon, we just want everybody to be able to be who they want to be.
right.
Whatever that is, right? You can't do that everywhere,
Yeah.
but I do believe right here in this spot, in your meeting,
Yeah.
you can be whoever you want to be and
Yeah.
just feel safe in that space.
Yeah. Love it.
This is Julie. You whoop.
This is Peter here with.
Carrington.
Bex.
And Becca.
Thanks for listening.
And that's a wrap on today's episode. Thanks to each and every one of you for lending us your ears and hearts. Your engagement is what fuels our passion and keeps this podcast thriving.
We cherish the moments we share here and hope they resonate with you, whether you're on a daily commute, at the gym, or just taking a moment for yourself.
Make sure to head over to our website at realrecoverypodcast.com. While you're there, subscribe to our newsletter for the latest insights and uplifting stories from our community delivered straight to your inbox.
Click that subscribe button on your favorite podcast player too, so you can keep up with every new episode. It's your support that keeps our conversation alive and meaningful.
And if our stories have touched you, consider using the donate button on our site. Your contributions, no matter the size, are deeply appreciated. They help us continue our mission of sharing hope and healing.
Join us beyond the podcast and follow our journey on social media. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, and on X, formerly known as Twitter. All the links are on our site, so you can stay connected and be a part of the Real Recovery community every day.
Your likes, shares, and comments not only spread the message of recovery, but also remind us that we're all in this together.
So, until we meet again, remember that recovery is a journey, not a destination, and we'll be here to accompany you every step of the way to recovery, real recovery.
Thanks for listening.